Hey guys, it's Nicole. Welcome back to Chronicles of a Crafter. So I was talking while doing all of this and forgot to turn the camera on. So welcome to my world. Here's what I've been working on. I just cut up some of my paper from my watercolor book. Here, I'll show you what that looks like. It's just a standard Artist Loft watercolor book from Michaels. Don't know how much it costs, don't remember, but they have them all the time. You can't not find them, okay? Anyway, I just ripped out a page out of here, cut it up into sections, and so these are 4x3 size paper, and these are 4x6, okay? So I just took 2 sheets of the watercolor paper and chop it up with my guillotine, and this is what I ended up with. So I was talking more so about these. This is I told you last week that I was on vacation and I went everywhere with my family, or was it last week? Yesterday? I don't know. Anyway, so I went to Texas with my fiance, and we spent time with his family out there. But in the process, we stopped all, different places, and these are just some of the images that I am interpreting from my travels. Okay, so this is somewhere in Louisiana. This is a beach scene on a cloudy day. And this is my fiance's uncle's property. It's has a little pond on it, but every night the sun sets like this. It was just gorgeous. And these are just a couple of others that I was playing with, blending some colors here. So what I'm going to do is clean up this mess, because that was what I was about to do when I realized that I wasn't even recording. So anyway, welcome to Chronicles of a Crafter. This is just a simple little Funday Friday video, and just working on doing some simple watercolors. As you can see, this is my $3 watercolor package. I don't spend a lot. Oh, this was only $2 at a Goodwill. So there you go. I don't spend a lot of money on paints when it comes to me, just dilly-daddling around with stuff. When it's like my framed art or commissioned art, I put a lot of money into my oils and acrylics, but this is just me playing around with some paper and some paints. And I did all of this basically with one brush, okay? So you don't have to go out and spend a lot of money. Here, let me dry this off, and you can see this is a standard Artist Loft 1/2" brush that I did every single one of these with. Okay, so watercoloring is a little forgiving, and if you make a mistake, you just wipe it away and start over. It's really simple. It's not rocket science or anything, and you can actually easily duplicate or similarly duplicate the same thing without going nuts. So alright, I was in the process of cleaning this up so that I can show you what the next step was going to be. Now I can easily run these through my die cutter and create all kinds of different little pieces of ephemera, but I think because some of these are just so gorge, I'm not that great at watercoloring. I'm a great painter, but I'm not specifically watercolor artist. But this right here I thought came out really cute. So something like this I may just put a stamp on, or just put a word sentiment on, and then it becomes something that you can just tuck into a junk journal as a journaling card, because on the other side it's fairly clean, and you can make postcard size. Again, this is 4x6 and this is a 3x4. Alright, so this is just 2 sheets out of the one book. I'm going to stop gapping now because I realized that I didn't say a thing before. You missed everything that I was talking about before. Alright, I'm going to go grab my stamps and I'll be right back. Okay, so I went and grabbed some of my favorite stamps, and I'm just going to use my favorite ink, which is StazOn ink in jet black. It's a permanent ink, and I get the most coverage from it when I am stamping. So I'm just using my stamping pad here. The stamping block would probably work as well in this scenario, but I'm just going to use my stamping pad. And I lined up my first image with my first watercolor, and I'm just getting a bunch of ink on here so I can get some nice coverage. So let's see what we get. And I can tell you the first thing to do, like when you're working with watercolors, sometimes it tends to curl your page, so you end up with something like that. What you need to do is really just like break down the fibers in the paper after any page is like saturated with water and paint. It tends to curl. It happens with glues, it happens with paints. So yeah, what you really want to do is just break down these fibers in the paper and try to get it as flat as possible so you don't end up with a curled page while you're trying to stamp. And yes, I did just put my paper in the ink. Alright, so let me just make sure I get nice good coverage on these stamps right here, and I'm just going to give it a once over with these two images. I have a water lily and some cattails, and you know, just some pretty stuff that I'm going to put on here. So let's see what we get. I'm just going to give that a full, I don't know, 10 seconds to transfer, and hopefully it gives me some good coverage. Okay, let's see what we got. Hopefully that's pretty good. Not too shabby. I did see I missed a section right over here, so I'm just going to place it back down and press on it. Okay, so apparently the ink may have dried in this section. That's why I didn't transfer all the way to the edge here. So right over here is missing some ink, so I'm just gonna put some more ink in this that one little section and press it again. That's the good thing about using a stamping pad as opposed to the stamping blocks, that you get it onto this grid and you can restamp and stamp over and stamp again as long as you got it lined up in the same spot without moving the pads at all or the stamps at all. So this is what I've got on this one, and I think that's pretty cool. Very wow. Sometimes I impress myself. I inspire myself. So this is one of them, and these are just going to be journaling cards or little postcards or what have you. But yeah, I like that a lot. Came out really nice. Alright, here, let me back you up some so it can focus. Sorry, I tend to shake my projects and during filming, but yeah, I just want you to see how nice that came out. Nice and saturated. I love the ripples around here. It really makes it look like water, and yeah, this came out pretty good. Moving on to the next one, I'm going to do one of these right here. And again, these are just from my own memory of this past week when I spent time with my fiance's family out in Texas. And yeah, I am going to do something really crazy here. So let's see, I think this one, I'm going to put this big oak tree right here and treehouse. Let's do that. So this was the pack of stamps that I had picked up from Amazon. When I ordered them, I didn't realize I was getting 9 different sets of stamps, but they are coming in handy, so I'm pretty happy about that. And yeah, I think that's gonna go right there really nicely. I have a little ant right here on my desk. I don't know where that ant came from, but he's gone now. All right, so that's going to go there. Okay, and I'm going to ink this up. Now I'll just hold it in my hand so that I'm not making too much noise while I'm stamping, but I can't help it sometimes. There's really no other way to get this covered in ink. I'm almost convinced. Maybe if my nails weren't so long, but there really isn't any other way to get this covered in ink. Alright, here we go. Alright, I'm going to give this a good 10 to 15 seconds to transfer. I think it's going to need it only because it's a large stamp, and whatever I doesn't transfer, I'll have to restamp again. But yeah, I think it's worth it just to make sure that you can get it all covered in one go. It also may be a bit of an issue by stamping onto watercolors because you have double layers of pigment on the paper. So I'm just gonna hold this down and hope for the best. I think that should about do it. Let's see what we got. Okay, here we go. Yeah, no. So I can show you, but it just, this section right here did not get really transferred. So I'm just gonna try that again right in here. And go for it one more time. Maybe this will help. This is my brayer. I really don't have that much strength in my hands, but maybe my brayer will help. And I'm still missing this section right up in here, so I'm gonna go for it one more time. This branch right here is missing, so let's do it. Okay, hopefully that did the trick. Not really. There's something wrong right in here. It's just not transferring for whatever reason. Ugh, goodness gracious. Okay, let's see. Hopefully this would have done it. Alright, I'm going with that, guys. Unfortunately, this branch right here did not really transfer that well. Here, I'll zoom in for you so you can see. But overall, I think it's a pretty good attempt at this gorgeous little image here of a tree house, a giant oak tree right by the water, you know. So I think that's cute. We'll work with that for now. And yeah. So the next one that I want to do will be a similar one. This one right here. Again, I'm going to break down these fibers in this paper to get the curl out of it. I'm going to place this right here. And I'm going to go for this one, this swing. I think that'll look cute. And I'm just going to place it slightly off the page so that you'll see what I mean, but slightly off to this side over here because it's attached to a branch, but there's no tree. Let me back you up some. So, okay. I'm just going to go for that. And let's get this inked up. Okay, I think I got a lot of ink on here this time. Okay, so let's see. Yep, that's about where I want it. So I'm just going to give this a light press and hopefully it will transfer all in one go. Take a look. Oh, that is gorgeous. I did miss some of the branches on the end, but that came out really nice. Yep, it's one of the best ones so far. Very simple, very realistic. I love it. That is really nice. So there's that one. I think I want to do something different for these others, and I will clean off all of my stamps before putting them away, but for time's sake I'm just placing them back on their little pads. But for this one I think I'm going to do something a little different. Maybe I'll do it this way. Yellow on top, pink at the bottom. And I'm just going to go in with some of these, either dandelion or something similar. Those are cute. I'm not sure which ones I want. Kind of want something that's like a full image, but I may have to go in with individuals. So here, I'll show you what I mean. Oh, that's cool. So I'm going to place that one there. And place these close but not touching. Yep, I like that. I think that'll work. And let's see, maybe I'll put a couple of these little ones over here. So there. Alright, I think that will be the image for this one. So let's do that. Ah, did I just move it all? I did shift it just a little. Okay, let's do this. Alright, I'm going to take this off the pad and I'm going to ink it up. Anyway, this is just a little fun day project. I hope you guys are having a fun day and a crafty day, and are thinking of things that you can make. OMG, that almost became a major disaster. Whew. Anyway, welcome to Crafting 101. Once again, you know, things happen that should not normally happen in a craft room. They tend to happen here. And I'm just gonna give this a press. I think I'm just getting tired, like, you know, traveling for 3 days in a row. And even though we've made various stops all over, it's just very exhausting coming back from vacation and then getting back into the swing of things. So it's like, you know, I'm just a little, I need a vacation from my vacation. I'm just a little tired, I guess. So yeah, accidents will happen when you're tired. So I expect it. But I'm going to try to wrap this video up for you guys. Like I said, I talked for maybe 20 minutes prior to turning on the camera. So that was a whole thing in itself. So yeah, I'm just going to try to wrap this one up and call it a Funday Friday. That's cute. Not really what I had in mind, but it's okay. I probably should have went in more with these right here, and then I could probably come in later with some grass. Here, I'll show you what I mean. So I have here some watercolored pencils, I think. Yeah, here they are. Some watercolor pencils, and I can just come in with these in green. Come on out, would you? Okay. And then just here. Because I mean, flowers don't just float in the air like so by themselves. Yeah, I'm just going to come in with some green and fill in where I think they would go. Really simple. Crafting doesn't have to be like, you know, difficult, or it's not magic or anything, although sometimes it is, but but yeah, it's just whatever's in your mind or in your heart, you can express it. So there, I just fixed that. Oh my goodness, you were close. I'm sorry. I just fixed that with just adding some more color down at the bottom, and you know, for what it's worth, it's a beautiful little journaling card. I could put a little sentiment up here. Let's see if I have the letters. I know I could have, let's see. I don't, but I will get a sentiment to put up here in the corner of the majority of these. I think needs a sentiment. Yeah. All right, so for my last trick of the night, let's see what I can come up with on this one. But yeah, it's just crafting, guys. It's just playing with paper and ink and glue, and you know, all these extra tools and stuff are a bonus. All right, so here, let me back you up some. And I think I'm going to use this large one, so I'm just going to peel these off. I will fix them later back in their positions. Okay, and I'm going to use this nice large one, even though the majority of it will not fit on here. Close. Just missing this top section, so that's, I'm okay with that. And yeah, that'll work. Yep, nice and centered. That'll work for me, so let's do it. Okay. I'm going to try to get all these areas that I know are going to be touching the card all the way up to about there at the top. Yep. Okay. And we're going in. Here, let me back you up some so you can see the full crazy on my desk. Okay, let's see what we get when we're done with this one. Just want it to transfer really well. Oh goodness, let's see. Okay, I can see the sections that I've missed. Here, I'll show you what I'm talking about. It's right here where this magnet is. So I'm just gonna press some more right in there and down here. Okay. Okay. Not too shabby. I'm gonna move this magnet. And try it again. Yep, right there. All right. Not bad at all, guys. Like, I am not unhappy with that. Looks great. All right, so let me go ahead and put these stamps away and grab some sentiments, and I'll be right back. Well, I didn't have to look far for sentiments because I realized that there are quite a number of sentiments here on this stamping pack that I have. So I'm just going to go in with some of these and see what we get. I think my stamping pad has seen its better days. Let's see. I don't know if any ink is being transferred. Let's see what we get here. So I am just going to stamp this right here in the corner. As straight as I can possibly get it. And if you hear singing in the background, it's because my fiance, he's watching TV in the other room. I think he's watching Anchorman, which to me is one of the funniest movies. So, yeah, you can hear some of that going on in the other room. So, here we go. This says, here, I'll zoom you in towards it. And it says, the memories we've made along the way. Okay, and there's that, and there's lots and lots of writing space on the back. So very simple, very easy to do. It doesn't take up too much of your day. It's So I hope you guys are finding a way to craft along with me and doing some of these fun things. So there's that one. And let's see, the best things in life are the people we love. I love that. So that's going on here as well. Because sometimes you don't really think about it, but that could be the best thing in life, is being around the people that you love. And that's your choice too. You don't have to be around people that you hate. You can always just get up and walk away. So I'm going to place this one somewhere centrally in the sky. And right about here. Give that a few seconds to transfer. I know I'm off camera, guys, but I will hold this up and show it to you in just a moment. I'm sorry. Yep. There we go. Alright. And again, lots of room for journaling on the back. Okay, so there's these two. And I think this one is all right all by itself. What I would do though is probably round the corners of this, just to give it some interest. Okay, so now we have that little guy. Very cute. Plenty of journaling space. This one, I'm going to put a sentiment on that one. Let me just find something different. The places we've been. That's having a problem coming off, and I don't have the patience for it. So let's see. I can do something as simple as Secret Garden in the corner there, or that's not even in English. Funny. Let's see what else we've got. Wishing a happy and long healthy life. I love you more than I can say. Congratulations and good luck. Alright. So I guess I'm going with this Secret Garden right here. I think less is more on these, right? So you can draw your own conclusions on where these places are and how easy it was to get this to be something fantastic, you know, like we didn't spend much time on this at all. Although you didn't see me do the watercoloring, but that was very simple, guys. Just blending watercolors with one brush and a lot of water. Okay, and I think that's pretty neat. I like that a lot. So for this one, I think I'm going to add a couple more stamps. It looks a little sparse to me, so here I am just going to grab this and this, set it aside, and these, set them aside. And this one right here, I'm going to add a little fairy, because I realize she's carrying one of those little pussy willow thingies, or dandelions, or whatever they're called. And it looks like she took it from this batch, so she's flying away from them. So let's see what she looks like once I get her on here. And I'm just going to place her up here in this corner. Now that completes this. Okay, I was a little bit concerned about this one. It just was not feeling like something I would do, but yep, she just stole that and she's taking it with her wherever she's going. So I like that. And right over here I'm going to place this little butterfly. Gorgeous. All right, so now I'm happy with this. All right, couple of little small touches, and yeah, makes a little bit of a difference. All right, guys, so these are my little journaling cards that I've made today. They could be postcards, journaling cards, you name it, what have you. Just a little bit of fun for Funday Friday. Stamping, watercolors, playing with stamps. Okay, all right, I'm gonna close up my ink before I have a major accident, and I hope you guys have a crafty day. Go out and do something wonderful, stay naturally curious, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Okay, bye.